Another episode, LDP's podcast. I'm here with.
Hey guys, I'm so excited. I'm Milanda. I'm Mimi.
I'm Kylie.
Thank you guys for being here, of course.
Thanks for having us.
Another episode. You know, you guys keep asking for the sit downs with girls. They go to my school. So thank you guys for being here. To start off, why do you think we should or shouldn't try to change a partner?
So I feel like I've just always been told to never try to change a guy, because they're never gonna change. They're set in their ways.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that if that person's meant for you, then they're meant for you, and you shouldn't have to change them. You know, they'll match you. They'll be good for you if it's meant to be. It will never work. And I just always been told that, and I just like looking back at like guys I've talked to and stuff, you know, I like parts of them. I don't know, certain parts of them. Oh, I wish that they would do this, or I wish that they would treat me better. I wish they weren't mean to me. And it's like, no matter how bad, like you want to change them, how bad you want it, I feel like they have to want it too, right? They have 100%. To want the change, and it's totally them. A reflection of themselves, who they are, and you know they have to be willing, and you can't change them.
100%.
You can't.
I agree with that, like completely. It doesn't matter, like how hard you try to change them, they're not gonna. Like personal experience, definitely, they're not gonna change no matter what. Like if they treat you like shit, like they're just gonna keep treating you like shit. Doesn't matter.
They really have to want it and want to be better.
Yep.
You know, just like in terms, I guess, like for you and stuff in your relationship, right? That's how I see it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that, like, me speaking from experience too, like, when I've been with somebody that was flirty or, you know, had, like, certain tendencies that I didn't like, and I would call them out on it, you know, oh, I'm sorry, do it again.
Yeah, that's
and then
who they
does
are.
it again.
Yep.
Goes for guys, goes for girls. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think of your partner, like how in love you are with them. Like, you have to acknowledge a red flag as a red flag. And,
definitely.
you know, if you're looking for something long-term to settle down with somebody, you know, you want to be in something for the long run, you can't ignore the shit because it's shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can't ignore
it. And it's so hard because it's like, obviously you like them. And
yeah,
like, even from my experiences too, it's like, I completely ignore it because I like them. And it's like, it's so hard to be like, oh, like, this is who they are. They're not going to change. Like, they don't want it. Whatever. And it like hurts and it sucks. But
Definitely.
you know, it's just not meant to be. But yeah, I like totally, you know, get what you're saying. And I think a lot of times we do ignore those red flags.
Yeah.
You know, like major ones. Like, you know, like I could totally tell you.
major ones.
Like, you know, so it's like a journey of like just growing, like
100%.
like with yourself, and like saying, okay, like I don't deserve this, or this is not what I want, and like that's okay, and there's somebody else.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let your emotions like get in the way of the decision you actually know you should make. You know, because
like,
a lot of the times you'll want to stay with the person because of that attachment that you've built with them, because you've had something emotionally, sexually, whatever it may be, and you just want to stay with the person. But realistically, that's not what's good for you. So
it's like a battle of like head and heart, kind of like this is your heart, like, oh, I want to be with them, like you're attached, you know, you love them, whatever, but it's like your head knows like this is totally no good.
Yeah, Mimi, you told me like a million times. I went through this, and Mimi was like, you need to leave, like he's not gonna change, blah blah blah. But I stayed with him for a long time, and it just didn't work out. It never changed, right?
Yeah, sometimes you're just totally like blinded, you know? And you know, it's like even like in her situation, right? Like I'm telling her, but it's so hard when you're in it. Like everybody on the outside could see it's so bad for you, it's toxic, whatever, but you know, you won't see that because you love them, you want it to work out, whatever. So it's really hard. It takes time, I think, and you know, you have to want the change for yourself, you know.
100%. So how do you guys feel about people who enter relationships directly after a breakup?
No.
How do you feel about people who enter relationships like straight after a breakup, like literally, he fucked somebody else, she fucked somebody else, whatever, or even if you guys ended on good terms, boom, right into a new relationship, fresh within a week.
No, I don't think that you can do that. I think that the reason people do it is because they're so attached to that person that you just got out of a relationship with, and you're like, you just want that attention from someone again. That's the only reason you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I feel like people they just crave that so much because they don't have it anymore. Like, you don't have that person to talk to that you used to talk to every day. So you go out and find a new person.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah, I totally agree with what she's saying. And then just like from my point of view, like if I'm with somebody and they just got out of a relationship, like I'm talking to somebody new and they're all like clingy and like, I don't know, just like seem like they really like me.
Yeah.
That's a little alarming. And I just feel like it's the attention and I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're with someone that's right out of a relationship, like they're not over their ex as much as they tell you. Like even if they're like, oh, like I'm over them, don't worry about it. They're not, especially if it's like right after. No,
yeah, they're definitely just they're trying to fill that void. They're definitely just missing whatever they had, and they're trying to quickly, fix it. Nobody likes to feel heartbroken. Nobody likes to feel like that. So I feel like it's, I don't want to say like I'm not like guilty of that or like, after being heartbroken, like you want to feel whole again. And
I don't want to see any.
But I don't think it's right. Like I feel like you should
take the time.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay. Listen, I don't want to see comments. Okay.
I don't want to see comments
because I've seen this a lot. You guys don't call them pick-me's just because they're giving their opinion. Okay. Because now in my comment sections, I have a little war of girls defending girls, guys defending guys. It's not about a war on guy versus girl. It's just being the best version of you. So like, I don't want to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I even if you guys call me pick-me's, it's okay. Like, that's how you feel. I can't change that. Right? It's not really nice. It's not really nice and like, but
Here's my problem with people who enter a relationship directly after a breakup.
Right.
If you enter a relationship 5 days, a week and a half after a breakup, did you really care about that person?
No, you didn't.
No, I don't think you did because listen, I doubt that you just met somebody that you didn't know, that you weren't snapping, that you had nothing to do with prior to getting into that relationship a week later.
It's the truth.
That's true irony, right?
It's
like,
the truth.
How can you say, oh yeah, I met this person and we clicked, 4 or 5 days,
Not
maybe
that
a week.
fast. Doesn't happen.
Listen, you never shut that person down during the relationship. So I don't think you can be, that's another big red flag. If you enter relationships directly straight after you just got out of one, no matter how long it was, that means you didn't shut that person down during the relationship. They were sliding up on your story. Oh, you're bad. And you were responding with the hard eyes. You weren't shutting it down. Like, you know what I mean? I'm being honest.
No, that's true.
I don't think.
No, it's the truth. 100% the truth. Like, that's how it is. That's how it is.
Listen, I got to tell it how it is because that's how it is. Like, realistically, if you're not, listen, guy or girl, okay? But it's a lot more common with girls because girls get the validation. Like, girls don't slide up on guys' story like, oh, I see your dick through your pants. You're so hot. Like that doesn't happen. It's always girls getting the validation from dudes because guys tend to be more desperate. You know what I mean? Like, guys tend to be more desperate. So this is my point. If you enter a relationship right after a breakup, that's fucked. Oh, listen.
Just reflect in yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's going to make their own choices, right? That's what they want to do. But totally, like, look inside of yourself and be like, hey, like, maybe I didn't treat this person right. Or, maybe I didn't like this person. It's a good thing to realize, right?
Yeah.
To not just, like, ignore. Like, definitely should deal with it. But that's totally true.
And I think if you were loyal to the person and you did care about them and, things end, use the time after to reflect on yourself.
Yeah.
I don't like the whole phase of guys wanting to get with a bunch of girls wanting to get with a bunch of guys. Like, if you focus on yourself, that will boost your value.
Yeah, and
that,
I feel
that
like
will boost your value.
I feel like that's why people like hook up with people after relationships, because they just like they miss that feeling. And I mean I've done it, but I don't think it's really right. Yeah, we all have, but I don't really think it's right.
But here's the thing too, right? I feel like we've all done it, and it's like for me at least, I do that, and then it still doesn't make me feel
at
the end of the day.
And that's why people keep doing it.
It doesn't make me feel better. It leaves me even worse. I feel like because I don't know, like just like it's just a hookup, like it's kind of makes me feel a little like rejected almost, just kind of like, oh, they don't really want me, like they just wanted me for a quick hookup and that's it. Yep. And it doesn't necessarily help at all.
Not at all. Especially like I am very fast like catch feelings for someone.
Me too.
Like not like feelings like, oh, I'm in love with you, but just like, oh, like I think they're nice, like I like them and I want to talk to them more. But like hookups, most guys are just like, oh, one and done, like bye. I don't know. That's just what I feel like.
Yeah, and I if I'm like being honest with myself, I was just like talking to my friend about this the other day. Like it's so hard for me to like hook up with a guy and then not have feelings for him.
Yeah.
Or even like when I'm just like talking to him and he's giving me attention, whatever, like it's like hard for me to not be like, oh, I have a crush on them, like and I like that's just me. Like I'm just very like I don't know, have a crush on everybody, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
It's okay.
Sorry.
All right, listen. Let's talk about the talking phase, okay? Mm-hmm. You're not dating yet. You're just seeing somebody, you don't know how serious it is right now. You've been hanging out for a couple weeks. Is it smart to keep your options open or shut them down when you're in a talking phase with somebody, regardless of how serious it feels to you?
I think that you should actually, that's a hard one. I mean, I don't know. I feel like keeping your options open is good because you never know, like, when the other person or even you is just going to be like, okay, like, I'm not into this anymore. But, like, don't openly talk to other guys. Like, don't openly talk to other people when you're talking to someone. Like, I think that's kind of disrespectful. Like, very.
I feel like, sorry.
It's okay.
I feel like I agree with that. I think that you should maybe, like, see how it goes, and then it's like, when maybe you feel it starts getting serious, maybe just have that talk with them before you cut everybody else off. Like, personally, I wouldn't cut everybody else off until we've had that, like, 100%. Conversation or just, like, on the same page. Because it's like, why would I give you everything or give you all my energy and time, and then it's like, you're just going to leave me, right? And 100%. Then, so, like, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Right.
No, never.
Until
never that.
But
I agree with that. I agree with that. Like, listen, if the girl's solid, right, and she's real with you and everything, then don't leave your house for an apartment. Like don't leave a girl who's solid to you just for one hookup. That's what I mean. Yeah. Don't leave your house for an apartment. But if the girl you're just fucking with doesn't even seem really that into you, maybe leave the apartment for a house. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you don't know. Like you don't know where things are going to end up down the road. So I think when you're in the talking phase, I think it's maybe not the dumbest thing. I think it might be actually kind of smart for you to leave your options open because you don't know who you're going to meet when you go out.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't know who you're going to meet. You could go to the mall and see somebody, think they're cute, get their number, snap, whatever, and you hit it off with that person.
Like better than the
other person. So it's like, if you're not dating, right, if you're not, it's not known that you're loyal to that person and you guys are in it for each other, then maybe leave your options open because you don't know who you're going to meet. And what if shit hits the fan with that person that you're hanging out with? Now what do you got?
Then you got nothing.
You got nothing.
For sure.
So
it's the truth.
And I feel like it's scary because if you cut everyone else off, and even if you had that talk, like, you don't know if they're telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know if they're still talking to other people. Like, that would suck.
And I think, here's the thing. I think it's especially important for guys to do. Here's why. Guys don't have as many girls in their phone as girls have guys in their phone.
You think so?
Oh my God, 100%.
I think that's true, yeah.
100%. Guys, listen, I can tell you from me talking to my guy friends, me talking. There's kids that you guys think, oh, he got bitches. Like, no, like it's not like that. Like, it's not like that. Like, a lot of guys don't have girls in their phone how you may perceive them to have it. You know, a lot of guys don't got it like that. But girls will always get the validation from dudes because we're always seeking. That's why I'm big on, like, sometimes just let them come to you once you focused on yourself and done good shit for yourself, because they'll notice. You know, they will notice. And
that is what will attract girls to you and even like vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, you see somebody doing good, working on themselves. Maybe they're not really like chasing you anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I feel like nature to be like, oh my God, like, maybe they're good for me. Like, maybe I should talk to them more. And, you know, and they will chase you
and usually, I agree. And usually the girl that gets valued, right, is the girl that is bad and like has a lot of guys and you know a lot of guys are hitting her phone, but she does not get with a lot of guys. That's value. There's value in that. But I don't think there's a lot of value in a girl. You could have two girls, equivalently as cute, hot, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. This girl is getting with all the dudes that are hitting her up. Mm-hmm. This girl is not. She holds more weight. She's more valuable because she hasn't been had by everybody. But there's no prize here because she's been had by everybody. And I think the same thing can go for guys if it's known that, like, you're really doing your thing. You're really on your purpose and you're really going hard. People will notice. Everyone will notice, guys and girls. So, and that goes for guys and girls. You know what I mean?
Because even if it's like, if you know, like, that person is like getting with people and stuff, then it's like you're thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna be another one, and it's like then I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you a question, but I forgot.
Go ahead. It's okay. Take your time.
So if you're at a party and it's like, girl, you know, this girl, it gets with everybody, like, whatever, she'll do whatever, like, would you get with her?
I'm not on that.
No?
Nope.
Do you think some people are?
Yeah.
Like
100%.
Different?
We see it all the time. We go to this. Listen, like, that's another thing. I think pointless hookups at a party, again, we've all had our fun. I'm not calling anybody out. Don't attack me.
In the comments. You're gonna get
and if you think this is about you,
crazy in the comments,
it's not about you. If you think this is about you, it's not about you. Okay? The pointless hookups at a party, low value. The girl that gets with the girl or the guy that, listen, there's no value in a girl that gets with multiple dudes at a party. It's like, what the fuck? Like what is she doing? Like
what about people that get with multiple people in one night? Can we just talk about that?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Because, and then they try to get with you after, because, like, that's not really nice. Like,
like, kiss a toilet bowl. Like, that's fucking, like, it might be cleaner. It might be.
What am I?
Like, you're just a body. Like, at that point, you just become a body. Like, it's like that. Like, that's really all it is.
Didn't really happen. Like, that was just like a scenario.
It's just an inference. It's like, oh, I got with her and her last night, and it's like, oh shit. Like, what'd you do? Oh, we kissed. Like, you're so cool, bro. Like I don't understand. Like, oh, I just got with her. Oh, what'd you do? Oh, we kissed. There's nothing after that. Like, there's nothing to it. So it's like, I don't see the point of just pointless kissing. Like, what at a party?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, are you doing it for the clout? Because guess what? Once you leave high school or college, people don't do that anymore.
Tell them. That's true.
People don't do that anymore. The only reason that you want to kiss that girl at a fucking party is because you want the clout or the hype that's associated with it. You might not even want to do it. Most of you guys shit yourselves when that fucking situation comes around. Oh shit, bro. She's over there. She's in that corner. And then fucking, like, you're walking up, you're scared, fucking, you're having your boys like, oh, she's interested in you. She's having her girlfriends. Oh, she's interested in him. Like, that's pointless. Once you leave high school, college, that shit doesn't even exist anymore.
It's so stupid.
Right?
Yeah.
You agree? That shit doesn't even exist anymore.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Like, multiple hookups at a party, like come on. Like, listen.
That's gross.
I'm not going to say it. Maybe I did it once as a sophomore.
I mean, I've probably done it too, but
like a lot of girls have done it. A lot of guys have done it. I did it once as a sophomore. Like, never again. I woke up the next day. I was like,
it just it makes you feel like
what the fuck? Like, it wasn't even a confidence boost. Like maybe at first, like at the party, and then after, like, I think I snapped. Actually, I snapped both of the girls.
Did they not
asked
answer?
them to hang out. Those bitches didn't even care. They didn't even want to hang out with me. Nothing, because I was probably the third dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, what is that? And that's another thing. like, oh, hot girl summer, hot boy summer. Listen, why is it a hot girl summer? Why is it a hot boy summer? Because most people, a lot of girls, listen, I can tell you from experience. This summer, I talked to some people, hung out with some people, whatever. Like, we did whatever. And they didn't want me for anything more than a hookup.
Yeah.
They didn't want the relationship. And that's coming from the girl. I could have pushed for it, but it's not in her to want it. So what am I going to do? Force her into a relationship? Like, no, like I can't do that. So it's like, and I can tell you from experience, it's not only guys that, oh, I just want that girl to hook up. Like, it goes both ways. There's a lot of
Definitely.
times where the dude wants a relationship. She don't want it.
Yeah, and I feel like too, like hot girl summer is like not all it's cracked up to be.
Definitely
Like,
not.
you know, like
No.
I like wanted one, and it's like it just leaves me feeling like shit.
Like empty.
So
Yep.
you know, empty. Like
Definitely.
I was saying before, and it's like just like for me, like I don't just like even when I'm hooking up with a guy, like I don't. There's something in me that just like always like is wanting like more, like you know that like attachment part
Yeah.
of me. Like I'm just always like feel like looking for like that like different kind of attention
Yeah.
where like just someone to like just to feel like valued and respected. And so yeah, it's not, I feel like it's not all you know, people make it seem. I mean, that's just me. Like, you know,
agree.
everybody's different.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect. I'm not. I'm far from perfect. But
We all are.
Yeah, I recently just got out of a relationship, and I've hooked up with people. But like now I don't want that anymore. Like it's kind of pointless. Like very pointless actually. Like it's stupid.
You learn from your experiences. So,
yeah.
like, listen, I fucked up. I'm sure you fucked up. You fucked up. Dario's fucked up. Like, listen, we've all like Dario's my editor and cameraman. The GOAT, all praise to the highest, Dario. But listen, we've all fucked up. So I don't want anybody like, oh, Treesh. Like listen, like most of you guys that are commenting Treesh have not been touched by a girl in 10, 12, 15 years. Like,
No, that's
you like
true.
the last time you got touched was that kiss your mom gave you on a cheek. So like calm down. Don't be a cuck bitch because
Say what it means. You
a cuck bitch. So a beta cuck bitch. Actually, you want me to get it on the Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
I'll read it to you right now. We're defining
Is
it.
it like the motto of like the talk show, or just like something?
No, this is what I'm encouraging guys not
High
to
value.
be.
High value.
High
You wanna
value.
be high value. you
High
know?
value, not low.
They know. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right, let me read it to you. A beta cuck bitch is a term for a guy who beats his meat all day and hasn't touched a woman in years. He's a beta because he's not an alpha. He's a cuck because he gets off on other guys getting with his favorite porn stars. And he's a bitch because he's equivalent to a girl in the eyes of other women.
Damn, that's tough.
And we know there's we know the common characteristics of your classic beta cuck. Needy, over validating. Oh my God, you're so hot, this, that, and the third. Like calm down. Like sometimes a regular conversation is more attractive because listen, you guys might not admit it, but realistically, I know it's more attractive when you don't really know if he's into you yet. There's a level of attraction in that. It makes you want to chase him,
100%.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I don't want you to be an asshole, but I want you to like
Like when
I don't know,
Make
like-
it a little puzzle.
Yeah.
Make it a little mystery.
mystery.
Right?
like when he leaves the little hints, it's kind of like, oh, like, maybe
Yeah.
he
Like when
does,
he's not all over you. Like I like
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, when they're all over you, sometimes it's kind
It's
of like
annoying.
eh.
Like when they're like, "Oh, you're so
like, hey,
beautiful."
baby,
yeah.
good morning.
No, it's
Like,
annoying.
Okay.
Hey, listen. We don't do that shit anymore either. Those fucking days are over
You want
also.
to have high value in yourself, right? Don't be a
Don't
cuck
be a cuck bitch. Say it. Both of you guys say it into the camera on 3.
Don't.
1, 3.
don't be a cuck bitch.
Don't be a cuck bitch. That's the fucking motto.
It's simple.
Don't be a cuck bitch. Boost your value. And you don't have to worry about being a cuck bitch and getting abused by a woman.
Well, I have a question real quick. So in a relationship, you don't like the good morning, good night
No, okay. To a certain extent.
You
I
do.
like it a lot. But if it's like over and over and over, I don't like that.
Also,
Because
you
listen,
want to...
if you're doing it all the time, then there's no
Exactly.
value in it. It's like you're doing it just to do it.
Yeah, it's
the
like,
occasional good
it doesn't
morning,
make
it's
you
like,
feel
oh,
happy.
he thought of
Yeah.
me. Like, that's different than the
Yeah,
fucking spam.
anything... It's, like, really nice, but you want to, like... I feel like have balance and maybe, like, spread it out. And then that person will totally value it more, and it will still be, like, new and exciting. And, yeah.
Because
Like,
if you say it over
every
and
day,
over, it's not going to mean as much anymore.
it
like-
loses the value. And same thing, too. Like, you want to, like, you know, do stuff, too, to make them, like, feel special and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, not all the time, but... And that will bring more value.
I have another question. Why do you think a lot of girls settle down with a lot of beta male providers? Why do you think they do that? Listen, I don't know if you guys have seen the clip of Jeff Bezos' wife flirting heavily with Leonardo DiCaprio. That man has all the money that the world can fucking... That man has money on money that, like, you can't even fathom how much money that guy has. And his wife still was up on Leonardo DiCaprio. Why? Like, you know, like, why is that? Because all that comes down to, in my opinion, and then I'll let you guys give your take on it, is her character, you know? She sees him as a beta because he's just a provider, and he's probably fucking obsessed with her, right? He's probably obsessed. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Jeff Bezos left his ex-wife for this new girl, so obviously she knows that he's obsessed with her, and she doesn't really need to value him. His money, what is his money? She can get that whenever she wants. What's your take on it?
I think she's just definitely probably taking him for granted. And, you know, I really don't know.
It's all right. But I'm just talking in general. Why do you think a lot of girls settle down with dudes who are just low value in everything they do other than their pockets? They're just providers. Because it's not very common for a dude to settle down with a sugar mama. That's a rarity, but a lot of girls do settle down with sugar daddies.
Because I feel like they're easier to get. They're
Yeah.
desperate. They want you. Like, you don't see, I don't know. I feel like most guys that are, like, really nice, they're waiting for the right person. Like, they're not going to make it a mystery, like, with you. And I feel like girls like the chase. Like, that's what it is. And once they, I don't know, it's just easier to get people who are low value, I guess.
Yeah.
Last question. Why does she want to come back when we don't care about her anymore?
She realizes how good you were to her, and she realizes, like, man, like, I messed up. Like, I want you back. Like, you know, she's left and had, I don't know, went to the different guys and tested the waters. It didn't work out, and I think she's coming back and is like, oh, okay, like, he treated me good, like, I want him back. And I, you know, speaking kind of from experience, like, myself, if I'm being honest, like, that's why I would, like, want somebody back. Like, I'm realized, like, they were good to me, they never did me wrong. And, you know, I'm not saying it's right, and, like, or
It was
they
your
should take
it was
me
your
back,
own like
but-
it was your own like it was your own mentality that fucked it up. Because listen, I think there's two reasons why girls want to get back with their ex after a breakup after a long time. Either one, they were in a toxic relationship and they still have that attachment because it was like that first kind of person, and there's that still that level of interest that they still want to be with him, and it's toxic. Or the girl abused the dude that was nice. Then she fucking tested the waters with everyone else, with all the
Got
douchebags,
tired of it.
assholes, whatever. And then she realized, oh, none of these dudes want to settle down with me. This whole game is not as fun as I thought. I want to go back to him. And most of the time, you beta cuck bitches take her back.
I think
99.
The whole
99%.
state had her, and now you're gonna take her back after she wants to settle down with somebody. Fuck that. Fuck that. I disagree. Listen, if you're gonna do that, you gotta know that there's a good chance that shit might happen again. Listen,
that's low value.
That's low value as fuck. Don't take her back after she done. Listen, that's another video. I saw multiple people have their girls cheat on them repeated times and then take them back repeated times. Like, how do you even do that? Like, I've never been cheated on. Okay, I've never been cheated on. But there has been situations where I've noticed my girlfriend at the time touching up on somebody, or, you're so funny. Does everyone say you're this tall? And doing that kind of shit. And it's like, that's clips, because I know once our relationship ends,
Just going to that guy.
like you want him. Like, I don't fuck with that. And if you're a girl that's doing that to your boyfriend, you don't deserve him. Straight up.
That's the truth. Yeah.
And I think people, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying.
I think people also like go back because they want to like mess with your head, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's fucked up.
Like,
but
it's like
that's
kind of
what
like
people
they
do.
like the game. Like
yeah,
the
they like the
attention,
game,
like,
and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to you," and then like I'm gone again, and then I'll come back and talk to you.
That and what you said, how, they tested the waters, and the guy was really nice to them, and they want it back, or they crave the attention, and they know the guy's gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
Right? Because the guy was hurt or whatever, and he didn't do anything wrong, so it's wrong, but
It's easy to take back, and especially guys, I don't want you to make this mistake. The first girl that you ever catch feelings for, oh my God, it's so easy to like see past every red flag, past everything that she's fucking put you through, even if it's months or a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road, if she wants to come running back to you. Because listen, you looking past all the shit that she put you through, everything that she did that was toxic and negative, you seeing through that is just going to cause the same thing to happen again. It's just your attachment that makes you want to continue being with the person. Like, don't let that attachment keep you locked down to that person, even emotionally. Like go, like be out there, talk to somebody else, get with somebody that actually values you. Because even if you don't have the same level of feelings for the next girl, but she values you more and she's better for you, like stick with that girl, even if you don't have the same level of feeling, I know I've been in that situation, the first girl I liked, like I would have done anything for her, like bent over backwards, whatever, got walked on. Now I find it harder to catch feelings for anybody, but at the same time, I'm not going to hold myself around. So I'll allow myself to still talk to somebody and be real with them. Like, I don't really feel anything yet, but I hope down the road, if you really rock with me, like I'm going to be loyal to you. And this is how I am. And this is how it's going to be. I think that's as honest as I could keep it, because sometimes, like I'm sure you guys could attest to this. Sometimes it is harder. Girls say that they find it easier to catch feelings. I could agree with that. Yeah, sometimes girls will catch feelings easier, but to say that it doesn't happen as easy, if not sometimes even more for guys, it does. It happens a lot. A lot of dudes catch feelings. The only thing that I will say, when you guys talk about fuckboys, no one is born as a fuckboy. Like, no one just starts talking to girls and they start fucking no, they got hurt by somebody and now they don't really know what to do with themselves. Yeah. No one comes out just like wanting to be with everybody.
That's true. Because
we're usually taught and raised like to be with somebody. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's how most of us are brought up. Like, find somebody. Like nobody wants you out here being with a million people. Like, it's not how most people are brought up. But I don't know. How do you feel about that?
No, I totally get what you're saying. And sorry.
You're good.
And like, I was like with the guy, and he was like still to this day, like he was like, he's so bad. Like, he's no good. Yeah. And I knew it. How before I was saying like your head and your heart. Yeah. But I ignored it because that was like the first guy I really, really had like true feelings for. And I was like, oh, like in the cloud and like everything's so great. And then, came over, fucked me, over. But yeah.
I'm glad you threw in the over.
Yeah. I know.
Thank you guys for watching.
It's like an honor.
Another episode. Come back.
For sure.
If you guys want to see them come back, let them know in the comments. They'll come back. We'll run another one. New questions, new everything. Maybe we'll get a little debate going. And like, share, subscribe, follow for more content. And I'll catch you next time.